G'day viewers, this is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel. I've embarked on yet another project, which is to build a video to scope circuit, which I've done. Basically, this is to convert composite video to the appropriate signals to input to a cathode ray oscilloscope to display video on the screen instead of waveforms. Anyhow, yeah, I've been asking around in a couple of forums and asked a couple of people, and asked YouTube user 256-byte RAM who has built a video to scope circuit, and he kindly provided me with the schematic diagram which I have here for his circuit, and I have constructed it. And of course, yeah, this circuit requires a plus and minus 12 volt supply. I didn't have any 7912s to have them to supply the minus 12 volts to make a plus minus 12 volt supply. So I got another circuit which was to build build an alternative version of a plus minus 12 volt circuit using a 555 timer and some rectifiers and capacitors, pretty much. And yes, and of course it works. So, but you have to sort of input a higher voltage, which this supply outputs about close to 14 volts, and outputs about 12.5 volts plus minus from the circuit. Anyways, yep, I've constructed the video to scope circuit, and I have been testing it out. However, it is not quite working. I'm not seeing any video. So this is one of those I need your help type videos. Anyhow, so far I've got it all rigged up. I've got me little CCD color camera hooked up to the video to scope circuit. I'm going to now switch on the crow. Whoops. And I've got the outputs here, the X, Y, and Z, which is the configuration you have for outputting signals to a crow to display video on scope. So I've got my X, Y, and Z. X, Y, Z wires connected to two probes and one how shall I call it? Input to the back. But anyways, so X and Y, channel 1 and channel 2 on this crow, Tektronix TAS475 crow, and the Z inputs at the back, which is the blanking. And so yeah, I've got it powered up with all the outputs connected to the crow appropriately. Now I'll switch on the power, and yeah, I'll check on auto set it. On auto set, yeah, you just got your two waveforms there, which for the X axis and the Y axis, the horizontal and vertical. And yeah, I've got to go to me setting, horizontal menu settings, and I set the XY mode to on, and I'm supposed to get a picture, but all I'm getting is this funky looking polygon shape, and I'm now sort of a bit whipped on what to do because I've tried many things and nothing seems to be working. Now we can expand it a bit. Horizontal, channel 2 for vertical. Expand it a bit. Yeah, pretty much looks like a polygon. No picture. So yeah, I don't know why it's not working. So anybody who can help me would be much appreciated. I know one thing too. When checking the voltage rails, the plus and negative voltage rails, I seem to be getting close to 0 volts when it's hooked up to the circuitry, as if like something is shorting. I've actually checked over the circuitry a couple of times. Well, when I first constructed it, I marked each construction point in red, so that way I can keep track of my progress and not miss a component or a link. And so I've done that, and then yeah, on double checking it over, which I marked it in blue, I found, yeah, I did make a couple of boo-boos in construction. I did put the plus rail to the negative input of the TLO 474, sorry, TL074P chip, and I put the plus to the negative and the negative to the plus, which, yeah, was not good. So I switched them around, and I also found that I screwed up on. I sort of made a bit of a screw up on hooking the output wrongly, which I hooked. I think I hooked this to the. I think I hooked the 220 nanofarad capacitor to the output capacitor or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I did wrong, but I did made a botch up there, but I've corrected that. But anyhow, yeah, I'm still not working. And I am wondering why I'm getting pretty much no voltage on the plus and negative rails when the circuit is in operation, which I'll demonstrate. Well, it's a bit difficult holding the camera phone, but I'll see how I go. Actually, we'll see if I can mount it in a way that you can see the display. There we are. So I've got the camera pointed to my multimeter. I test the it's really difficult to hold on a sec. So I test the plus volts, no voltage. Negative volts, about negative 1.7 volts, but pretty much minuscule voltage. So I'm a bit ho-hum on what might be causing that. When I disconnected that plus negative 12 volt supply from the circuit, I'm getting plus and negative 12.5 volts, which is good, but yeah, somehow this circuit is shorting somewhere. I don't know, when I hooked it up wrongly, I don't know if I might have possibly damaged any of the transistors. I know I replaced the chips so I could test to see if it still works, and I'm getting the same deal pretty much. Pretty much almost no voltage to no voltage on the plus and negative. So yeah, I don't know if I've possibly shorted out. I've damaged any of the transistors, and which hence been shorted, or anything else has gone faulty. I don't know, or perhaps maybe there might be something I might have overlooked that might be of fault. I really don't know, but yeah. Any advice, any of you techo people out there, would be much appreciated. Anyhow, so far it's pretty much, no picture. I'm getting what looks to be a raster. I don't know if it is or isn't a raster, but there is a series of lines in that section of the polygon. So I wonder. Yeah, yeah, if I get this circuit working, I'll surely be making a video of it for YouTube. I will get a circuit, I'll get a working circuit up and happening for the Video to Scope project, so stay tuned. This is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel signing out.